What's up, YouTube? I'm filming this on my iPhone because I just want to get this out. I don't have to like sit down at my desk and shit. So I'm gonna put my phone in the cupboard. Okay, so that's a cool silhouette. Basically, what I want to talk about is I recently made a video on YouTube called Caustic, and it's this creative video I made to the song Caustic by The Help. It's not really about the song. I mean, obviously The Help is like fucking astronomically influential on my life, and they're probably the #1 band right now, and I fucking love them. They're my favorite band, and I think they have so much potential. And okay, enough about The Help, but they're fucking awesome. And it's not about just the song. I think the song is good. It fits the vibe of the video, but it's also about the title. And the title is caustic. And caustic is a word used in chemistry or like science and shit, and it means highly corrosive, right? So it just eats away at anything. The translation of that word to like normal people words, or like talking in like conversation, right? Or like if you were to describe somebody, right, as caustic, it would mean highly critical, or critiques others, or it's not hateful, but it's like very, very analytical or critiquing to the point where you're breaking something down and you're almost destroying it. Or that's my interpretation of the word caustic. It does mean highly critical, but that's how I would see it. It'd be like breaking someone down to the very minute details. And I would say I am caustic, and that's kind of weird because like you might think caustic is somebody who might be negative, but I would say I actually am very, very like negative. Like I feel like I'm very, very critical. I wouldn't say negative, maybe critical is a better word. Obviously critical is more of a negative emotion, so you can like associate it with negativity, but it's not a negative emotion, but it just, there's a positive side and a negative side. It's more of a negative word, I guess. I mean, like it's more on the negative side. But basically, I would say that I am caustic. I would say that I am very critical of myself and others. And the reason why I am critical of others is because I am critical of myself. It's a universal rule for me. It's not a rule that I have created and physically wrote down in my journal and said, one must be critical of oneself and others. No, I didn't write that shit down. I'm programmed like this. My childhood trauma has created me to be like this. So when I made this video, it was the idea that I am caustic. Like I was pursuing this project with, the underlying fact that I am critical of my work, not let me kind of go into that. I'll get back to what I was trying to say. But like when I was making this video, I thought like I am critical of my work in the sense of it's not like authentic and it's not like creative enough. I'm not following the social norms. I'm not putting it out enough. Like it was more about like focused on like the idea of like art and stuff, and how I'm very critical when it comes to actually my work, right? Or my idea of my work, right? Like that's what I thought the idea was. And it was kind of to show that like the answer is childhood, or the answer of not being highly critical is childhood, or your inner child, your free yourself, right? Like that's what the video was kind of about, was more like, because I think that's what I was going through recently, was like this highly critical time of like, is this creative enough? Will this get likes and all that? And then I was like, fuck it, dude. Like, it's really about you and who you are deep down, which is your child self, right? So that's what like the video was about, and I was rocking with that. And then I had a conversation literally like almost 2 hours ago with this girl from my class, and we were talking about like class and whatnot, or just school and whatnot. And then we started talking. She started saying like she didn't start saying, I was talking, and I was talking very negative about shit. And then she's like, I feel like you judge people a lot. And then we started talking about it, and then it kind of got like heated for a sec, but it was like a mutual heated, like it was a debate kind of thing, or it was just kind of like a get to know somebody on like a very, very, not a very, very aggressive level. It was just get to know someone on like aggressive level. Like it was just kind of like both sides were determined on a idea, and it was like, or both sides were determined on a perspective, and those perspectives weren't bound to change, I'll say, right? So I was set on mine, she was set on hers, but because it was about like ourselves. So of course of course you believe in what you believe in, because it is something about you. So I was like, I was talking about like caustic or being highly critical, right? And I was like, oh, like I think the reason why I maybe judge people is because I judge myself, and the biggest thing I judge myself on is trying or having something to work on, attempting. And then I was like, and as I was saying that, I got in my car after and I drove home. Everything's good with me and this person from my class, but I was like, holy fuck, that's what that video meant. It wasn't necessarily, obviously there could be multiple meanings of that video. Interpretation is up for the audience, like you can interpret any way you want to, right? But it was like that's the actual meaning, was that I am highly critical of myself when it comes to trying. Like if I don't try, I feel depressed. And I feel like that is so true, because even if I don't have, like, I think it's like, even if I don't have like a what do you call it, like a passion at the moment. Right now I got crazy passion, you know what I mean? But back when I was in grade 12, when I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, or even a couple months ago in the summer, so almost a year now, like from like May 2024 to like July 2024, right? I did not know. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm working like 20 hours a week, practically unemployed in the summer, 19 years old. All I did was skateboard and go to the gym, right? But the thing is that I was really trying. I was trying a lot of new things. It's just, I found that things weren't working, but I was still trying. I was still waking up in the morning. I was still trying to eat clean. I was still going to the gym. I was still doing shit. And I think, that kind of held, like, I don't know, that should, it's important to have at least something you can try in. But the problem is that when I see others who have stuff to try in but aren't trying, that's what really aggravates me. And I think a lot of people can agree on that, but I feel like not a lot of people can feel that aggravation, Like, it's really easy to look at someone and be like, man, like, fuck, you're being a POS right now. Like, come on, like, try harder, or give it your all, or try your best, right? But it's a different feeling when, like, obviously I'm not as critical on somebody else as I am for myself. I feel like everyone should hate themselves the most. If you're gonna hate anybody, hate yourself, right? But there's still like that thing of like judging, and it's constantly on, because it's constantly on for myself. And I'm not like, it's not conspicuous though with other people. Like, it's not like I'm looking at them and I'm like trying to analyze them. It's more like these brief moments of like, look at them, see something, think about it, make an opinion, move on. And I don't think it's like, oh my gosh, I'm the fucking villain. I'm the antagonist, you know? Like, watch out, like, I'm a fucking horrible person. I don't think that, you know, obviously I could be lying to you right now. I could actually be the fucking villain. Who knows? Because you don't know what it's like inside my mind. Okay, but I'm not the villain. Sorry for that. That was off topic. But I'm not the villain, and I don't actually hate people. I actually love life. I love people. I love humans. But I think the biggest thing is that people just try. You know, it's like, just try. And I don't know what made me that way. I've been that way for a really long time, since I developed my consciousness when I was like 16 years old. You know, um, and maybe I feel this way towards myself and others because of my past self and myself from grade 9, when I ate fucking 4 bowls of cereal a day, right? Just straight sugar, bro. Like, just the worst cereal, like Crave, Lucky Charms, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like the worst cereal for you. Drinking hella soda, right? Like, and playing fucking video games like Fortnite and 2K20, you know, all day during COVID. Like, maybe that's where this hatred of, like, come on, like, just try, or not this hatred, sorry, but this, like, this pressure I put on myself, and I don't put pressure on others, but sometimes it seeps through. Like, I'll give an example. Like, not one time, but it's like my sister, who's in grade 11, who's almost 17 years old now, you know, will just sit on the couch and just scroll for like 4 hours. Gets home from school and just will scroll till dinner time. And I'm like, come, like, dude, like, do something. Like, you don't even do it. Like, you're not even trying. And I don't want to be like a parent or anything. I don't want to be like that, because I can understand when you don't have something to try, and like, you literally have no motivation to do anything. Like, if you have no passion, or you have no reason to like actually fucking try, or you have like, you're not yearning for anything, it's like, I can understand it, and I've been there, you know what I mean? Like, I have been there, and I do get it, but it's like, I still will say it, because I will say it to myself. Like, even like, that's like, when I'm not trying, I will, like, in my head, I'm like, I'm a fucking